Okay, welcome to a class today on had. A few weeks ago, or a few months ago, a friend of mine wasn't certain if he was correct when he wrote had on his email or letter. And I'm telling you this story just to let you know that natives don't often think about their own language. And your natives in your country don't often think about their own language. And they don't, sometimes they don't study it very, they don't study it to a deep level at school. And so then they come to ask themselves, am I correct in writing had? And of course, you guys all know that had is 100% correct. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with had. In fact, if you are using reported speech like he said, yeah, very often you will see past perfect. The only reason why natives miss it is because we usually shorten he had, the first one, to he'd. Yeah, and that's why natives miss it. And when they come to a point where they need to write had, perhaps because they separate the he and the first had, yeah, he still had, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do he'd then. They then question whether that's correct because it looks so strange to them. So I thought I'd mention that just to let you know that natives aren't perfect. In fact, none of us are we? Yeah, but natives aren't perfect. I think some people put natives on a pedestal and say, you know, whatever a native says must be correct, even when it's wrong, even when it's a mistake. And they don't realise that actually, as natives, we have been making mistakes for hundreds of years, and some of those mistakes become correct over time. Anyway, had is 100% correct. Now, this is a little puzzle that will help you with punctuation more than anything else. And I'm telling you it just because it is a grammatical curiosity. Somebody came up with this a long time ago. I imagine it was an English teacher who wanted his class to get better with punctuation. And I'm going to teach you about punctuation in my next course called Master English Language. This course is already massive and it's just focusing on grammar for TEFL. But in my next course, we'll be doing phrases, clauses, parts of speech, sentence analysis, and certainly we'll be looking at punctuation as well. Because when you look at punctuation, you learn more about rhetoric and you learn more about parallel structure and devices that writers use to make their writing more powerful. And so we will look at punctuation, but I wanted to show you this just to whet your appetite. There's a good expression there, and it's not wet like the adjective, it's spelt like this, whet your appetite. And it means just give you a taster. Oi, I'm not very good at spelling today. I think there's two P's in appetite, somebody check, but I'm pretty sure there is. To whet your